to go to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff.
Well, look who stopped by to see me.
Hey, how are you?
Nice to see
Good
you
to see
again.
you again
Tell the
too,
folks
Jeff.
who might not know who the heck you are.
So I am Connie Anthony. I'm the CMO at Peterson Anthony Insurance.
Well, Connie, it's so nice to have you back. I know you have some pretty exciting things happening in your business.
Yeah.
But before you share that, just give a kind of an overview for those that may not know about the business.
So we are a third generation owned independent insurance agency. We've been in business. We're in our 103rd year.
Wow.
Yes, my husband's grandfather started the business. We sell personal and commercial lines of insurance. We insure farms, small commercial. We do health insurance.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And you serve the area, not just
Yes.
Fairmont, but the county and a little beyond.
Yes, so we write business within at least 150-mile
Sure.
range. We're actually licensed in the surrounding states, North Dakota, South Dakota, Iowa, Wisconsin, and then Arizona too. So we can
Arizona, too.
insure
That's right, I forgot
our
that.
snowbirds.
Connie, as you know, there's been a television show in Fairmont for 25 years.
Yes.
And we've been showing a lot of very interesting clips and segments over those last 25 years.
Yeah.
So right now we're going to take a little bit of time and see a segment we like to call
Martin County on TV Flashback.
Focus on Fairmont. We're back talking the Carl Nettifee Animal Shelter. Police Chief Thiel, you've been around the block quite a number of times, and you were here when we got this thing started. What do you think about it? It seems to be nearing completion.
It's a great addition. When I got to Fairmont, our dog pound, quote unquote, was a little red barn with 2 jail cells that were transfers from the old City Hall Police Department.
Okay, so we've come a long way since then.
Absolutely. It's much needed. We're going to be able to do a lot of things for the animals in terms of adoption, better care, and so forth.
Well, let's take a look. We've got some video of that right here on Focus on Fairmont.
From 1970 to 1991, Carl Nettifee was a member of the Fairmont Police Department. He was the animal control officer. If people were missing a pet, they'd contact Carl and he'd start looking. If a bat wandered into someone's home, Carl got the call. If abandoned puppies were found in a ditch, Carl was the one who came to the rescue. His compassionate and caring personality made him a well-loved public servant. Night or day, noon hour or weekends, if Carl got the call, he'd respond. Carl even had several regular customers who, when they saw his truck, would come right over and jump in. His wife, Charlene, reminisces.
When he first started, many of the animals weren't licensed, and so it was very hard to find what dog belonged to whom. And over the years, the licenses tripled as he worked with the public to have them license their animals, so in case that it did get away from home, he could bring it home.
For years, Carl and the Sentinel photographer Bob Schroeder teamed up weekly to produce a Pet of the Week feature.
The beautiful part about that was that the Pet of the Week always found a home, and then a lot of the other ones, as the people would come out to look, would also find homes. So it was a beautiful way of adopting the animals from the Humane Society.
In 1991, Carl retired from the police department and was commended for his years of dedication. After his death in 1993, the city of Fairmont and the police department decided to honor his memory by naming a new animal shelter after him. Grassroots fundraising efforts were started in the community, and after many bake sales, beautiful pet pageants, magazine drives, and pet walkathons, a groundbreaking ceremony was held on April 1st of this year. The Carl Nettifee Memorial Animal Shelter was becoming a reality. Through the efforts of the Martin County Humane Society and dedicated volunteers, all but $5,000 has now been raised. The current dog pound next to the wastewater treatment plant will be replaced by a new shelter that will provide more cages and runs so that fewer animals will have to be euthanized due to lack of space. City officials and contractors are meeting regularly and expect the facility to be completed by July 15th. If you'd like to support the Carl Nettifee Memorial Animal Shelter, contact the Martin County Humane Society at 238-4822. For Focus on Fairmont, I'm Nancy Kotzer.
Martin County on TV Flashback.
Well, we're back.
Yeah.
So now, last time you were here, we learned a lot about your business, but we wanted to have you back because we know you have some pretty exciting things happening. Tell me.
Yeah. So we're doing some new things with our business. Insurance has changed a lot, and writing a home and an auto used to be pretty standard about 20 years ago.
Sure.
Writing a farm, but now our farmers are doing a lot of unique things in agriculture and marketing their grain, their
Okay.
livestock, things like that, and people are doing a lot of unique things too. So it takes a little bit more time to make sure that we know what you're doing and we can make sure that you've got the coverage you need. But then also, we want to start building relationships with your financial planner, your attorney, your tax accountant, so that we make sure that everything is meeting your goals. It's helping you live out your hopes and dreams.
So you're becoming part of a team.
Correct. And each industry is so unique.
Sure.
Your tax accountant can tell you one thing, or your attorney can tell you something that might be beneficial for your business. It doesn't mean that it lines up with the best way to do it in insurance. So we want to make sure that we're talking
makes sense, sure.
together to make sure that it's right for you. And that, because it's hard to expect that your accountant knows everything about insurance, or your attorney or your financial planner.
Sure.
They need to specialize in what they do. So we want to build those relationships to help you, again, live out your hopes and dreams, protect the assets that you work really hard for.
And all of these factors to individuals are so separate and confusing. So to have experts that can kind of come
Yeah.
in and direct
Yeah.
what would be best served
Exactly.
For an individual has to be
Yeah.
a tremendous asset.
And we're trying to build on being a resource for our customers too, so that they can come to us, and if they have a special need that we can't meet, we want to
Of course.
help you find resources. If you're happy working with us, then hopefully you would trust someone that we would send you to.
Absolutely.
They're going to work with you in a similar way, because we like to build those partnerships and work with people who work similarly
Sure.
to us, that have a high degree of integrity, that want to build relationships and build lifelong relationships
Well,
with
this
their
is
customers.
this is a big not change, but addition to what you guys are doing.
Yeah,
That's
it
very
is. It
exciting.
is. And it's just a whole new way of helping people.
Sure.
And it's not transactional. When you're buying online, anything is online. With buying shoes, buying toilet paper, buying insurance is transactional when you do it online.
Sure.
And it can be done, but there's so much more that you need to think about. And having those people that want to have your back and want to get to know you and just care about what's important to you.
Well, you can go, like you were saying, you can go online and get something done. But I know firsthand, you can't find anything out. What is this best for us? Yes, here's the price, here's here's what it does, supposedly. But
Yeah.
there's so many loopholes that you never know about. That just
Exactly.
to have an expert to be able
Exactly.
to talk to makes such a difference.
Well, and I think particularly buying insurance online, I get nervous when I see the commercials that say, name your price. But do you really understand what you're buying when you're picking your price? Because you're going to be looking at, oh, hey, this is good. This fits my budget. I can save here. But most people don't really understand all the implications of the decision that they're making. And we want to help you. We do our very best to get you the lowest premium that's possible. But understanding what you're buying and how it's protecting you also helps you go, okay, well, it's a little bit more than I wanted to spend. However, I feel confident that the things that I want to protect are protected.
And why do you have insurance in the first place?
Exactly.
Is because you want to be protected. And
Yeah.
it's important to be protected. If you're just going for the lowest price, stating the same thing,
Yep.
you're missing out what could be the reason you have it.
Exactly. And you do get what you pay for in insurance too.
Absolutely.
One of our marketing reps once said, without going into a long explanation, but when you're looking at how much liability coverage do I need, if you're buying really low limits and you've done something to someone and they're coming back after you because you're at fault for harming them personally or hurting their property, and you have really low limits, do you want the lawyer that goes with those low limits?
Exactly.
Or are you willing to pay for higher limits to get the attorney that goes with those higher limits? Because the insurance company, will have attorneys that will help defend you. but you do get what you pay for.
Absolutely.
So,
Well, this
yeah.
is all very exciting.
Yeah,
I want to thank
yeah.
you for coming on again and sharing with the folks. And
Yeah.
you're more than welcome. Anything new going on in business, we love to talk about
Yeah.
and share with the people. So I think this has been great.
Thanks
for coming.
Thanks for the opportunity.